Welcome to Box Wine Therapy, where the wine is cheap and the therapy's priceless. We're two best friends, a couple of moms, and professional oversharers, here to spill the wine and real life. I'm Kayla. I'm Hannah. Now let's get it started.
Welcome to Box Wine Therapy, everybody.
We got a new member.
He came early. We have an
Yeah.
early arrival. Maybe that's what we named this episode.
Yeah.
Early arrival.
Look.
Who knew? Also, today is our final episode, our whole first season, our whole first year. So our season finale.
What a way to
come in with a bang.
Yeah.
Go out with a bang. This little 5-pound, 5-ounce nugget is Gavin.
He's so sweet. He's just a little love bug.
We took some pictures together with him, and I said, "Oh, look at us. We look like a couple of proud lesbians with our new son." We keep saying, like, isn't it crazy we now have 4 kids between each other?
Like, we can't go out to eat anywhere.
Not as a group of
husbands,
families.
you know?
Leave them at home.
Yeah.
With the babies.
Oh, yeah. We'll go out to eat.
Yes. Come on now. It's all
Now
how you
we're
look
thinking.
at it. He's so cute. Him's just so little.
He's in preemie clothes and preemie diapers, and it's just the tiniest things that you've ever seen. And what's cool, the preemie diapers have it cut out where the umbilical cord goes.
Oh.
I know. I was
Why
like,
don't the other diapers
they
have
should
that?
all have
You gotta
that.
fold it.
Mm-hmm.
All the things. Can I hold him?
Yes.
Come back to your other mama. Oh, here he is. Him said, no, not that bright light.
Get used to the stardom.
You're gonna be a star, Gabby, baby. Oh, hi. Hi. Can you see him? Ugh. Give us a little bit of how'd he get here, Kayla?
So,
what happened?
Yeah. Woo. Well, he was supposed to come June 3rd. We had a planned C-section already, so that was already in the cards. But my blood pressure just kept creeping higher and higher, and they were kind of worried about preeclampsia happening, so I had some lab testing done, and I didn't get my lab tests back for like 5 days.
Like till literally the day before you were going in.
I know. And so luckily I had other appointments between the maternal fetal medicine doctor and then my regular OB. And then the lab was a completely other location. So it was like 3 different sites that all had to align and be like, yep, we should probably take him early. Because I started taking my blood pressures at home too. And that's when I realized it's not just white coat syndrome, which I thought I had this whole time.
That makes it skyrocket only when you're around doctors.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. And I know I have anxiety, but I was like, man, it just
can't be this bad every time.
Right? And I was like, I started getting headaches, not as severe as what they say like preeclampsia could be, but when I got my lab test results back, I had to chat GPT look it up to see like what they meant.
Yeah.
Because my doctor never really talked about it, probably because my C-section was then moved up early.
Yeah.
And so the day before the C-section, it said like mild preeclampsia is what I was having, I guess. And so it's a good thing we took him early. But anyway, yeah. Mom brain. What was the
It'll
question?
happen a lot. Tell us how we got here. So that's the start of it.
Yeah, it was the start of it. So, yeah, C-section was planned, and actually my doctor was on vacation, a staycation, but she came in just for my C-section.
Oh, wow, that was nice.
I know. I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, I wanted to do yours. So
good.
she was like, I told everybody else I'm coming in for it.
Cute.
But the C-section was wild. So Hannah's had 2 vaginal deliveries. My first one was vaginal, and you know, some people out there will say, oh, the C-section's the easy way out. I'm like,
no.
Both are hard in their own ways, I will tell you.
And I told Kayla too, because she was telling me that like, wow, I was able to get up and move so much more already in the first week and this. And I was like, yeah, but just think like you've gone through one of the top 4 most painful surgeries a human being could ever be put through just a year or 2 ago. So I said, obviously you're like, oh, compared to that, this is, fine. But I said, that doesn't invalidate how hard a C-section is. But I said, any moms out there who have not had a C-section and who are like, oh, C-section's the easy way out, blah, 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 just get it cut out. I'm like, they've clearly never had any type of abdominal surgery before, because after the surgery she and I have had, I was like, that sounds painful to go through that again.
Yeah. And it's crazy that they cut through your muscle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how involved a C-section was. I guess I just kind of thought like, oh, they cut, they pull them out, and then sew you back up. And it's just like
10 minutes.
Neat and easy, But to my knowledge, I think they pull out the uterus. Do you want to see the picture?
Yeah. Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah. So Keith
Cool.
actually took it too, and I can't believe he even looked. But oops, our friend Craig, his wife had a C-section, and Craig was like, "Dude, do yourself a favor and look over the curtain." I'm like, "You're gonna pass out. Don't look over the
It'll
curtain."
make you appreciate your wife
Right?
so much.
Exactly. So here, okay, so
Oh,
I know. So here he is on my belly. So you couldn't really see like anything besides like
wow.
ugh. So what's crazy is that while they're delivering, there's a nurse that gets up on top of you and pushes down on your belly to push him out. And so that it tells your body and the baby that like, hi, I'm
Being
giving
delivered.
birth.
Yeah.
And so that can trigger like your boobs to make milk and everything like that. I
Wow.
thought that was wild.
That is wild.
Isn't that crazy though? Just
He's a big boy, if you know what I mean.
proud mom and dad. I really
He takes after me. I'm just kidding.
yeah. I was like, I thought that was intestine, but that is his umbilical cord.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
Do you have a picture of the uterus?
No, that's what I was hoping to see. Yeah,
No,
because
but that's still.
it made me think the way that they jostle you around. Now you don't feel pain.
But I feel like people say they put
Yeah.
your organs on the table next to you.
Yes, because it feels like to me that's what they did after they pulled him out. Because I will tell you, it took a long time of them tugging and jostling, and I could feel like putting back in kind of movements. It
Did you
was
get sick?
gross. I didn't get sick, but I was so nauseous. I had to ask for nausea meds 4 times throughout the whole thing, and I also had it before and then after they were all done.
Ugh.
Luckily, I just kept saying like, "Oh, still nauseous," and they would just pump it in.
And I got so nervous because she had told me, okay, we go in at 8:30 for the thing. And I'd texted them before, like, okay, good luck, everybody. Sent them a prayer. And then, like, you know, the obvious, like, text us when it's over.
Mhm.
And she said it's 8:30. She had her tubes tied as well, or cut out. But she was like, okay, everything should take like 45 minutes tops. Well, it's been an hour. We haven't heard a thing. So I'm texting her grandma. I'm like, have you heard anything? Anything at all? And she's like, no, I really hope everything's going well. I haven't heard either. I was like praying to God. They're just taking their sweet time, getting their like skin to skin because I was starting to panic. I was like, I can't lose my friend. I can't lose my friend. And then I was like, okay, just calm down. They know what they're doing. It's okay. And then finally Keith texted us and I was about to scold him and be like, sir, do you know how long we've been waiting?
Yeah, when we got to the recovery room, his breathing was a little abnormal. Like, you know, when you've seen RSV videos and stuff where
Retracted
they're
breathing.
retracted breathing. And so we noticed that in the delivery room a little bit, but when we got to the recovery room, you could really see it a lot. And then his nose would flare, and there was something else. There was like 3 things where it was
Oh,
showing.
his grunting.
Yeah. And
Kayla was like,
it
oh, he was making
sounds
cute grunting sounds. And then the nurses.
well, and that's what the nurses said. They're like, a lot of parents will think it's like a cute sound, but that's like a, I'm struggling to breathe kind of
Oh.
sound. And so the 2 nurses that I had, luckily they were like, okay, mama, I think we're going to have to take him to the NICU, but we want to get his O2 sats first. And as soon as they put the O2 sats on him, with my medical background, I know that anything below 93 requires oxygen supplementation. He was 83%, and I was like, take him, like,
Run!
go. Like, I can't do anything to help his breathing, so please. So they did take him to the NICU and then had him on a CPAP and oxygen, but he was actually able to wean off of all of that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But backing up, so we didn't want to say anything until we knew for sure that he was, like, to our family and friends about him being born and all that until we found out about the breathing thing. Like,
he's going to be just fine.
yeah, so that was the delay, which made them worry, and kind of rightfully so, because we were worried too, but we also didn't want to like say something and then not have an answer for the obvious questions we were going to get.
And even leading up to it, once they were like, oh, she might have preeclampsia and did the blood tests and everything, I was like gently texting Kayla about like, okay, just make sure that if you feel anything's off or funky with yourself, like promise me you will go in. Please keep doing the checks, even though they've already moved your C-section up. And she's like, oh, I will. And I was like, okay. And I screenshot her the risks or
Like
the
the symptoms.
symptoms
Yeah.
of like you need to get in to give birth right away because she was like one number away
Yeah.
on her blood pressures the one day, and she was 159, and that number was supposed to be like if you hit 160, get your butt in, it's time to
Yeah.
go. And I was
And
like,
that was taken at the doctor's office, and it was crazy. That nurse didn't even blink, but we also thought because I had the steroid shot the day before to help with his lungs, because
maybe.
we knew he was taken, or we knew we were taking him early, and they were like, "Oh, if we get the steroid shot, it'll help kind of mature the bronchioles or whatever."
But Kayla's the type that would be like, I'm fine. It's just a little headache and a little swelling. It's
Yeah.
not that bad. Like, oh, it's still one number away from an emergency. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, please take this seriously. She's like, I already Googled it. I know how dangerous this is. I said, oh, thank God. I didn't want to tell you how dangerous it was, but I wanted to gently put these in front of you. Like, please pay attention.
Right?
I
Yeah.
can't do life without you.
I know, that just ugh.
Mm.
And then so like my brain just runs because back when we had Janet Arai on our podcast, so we told her off camera that I was pregnant, and so we had asked her. Do you remember when we asked her at
Hmm.
that time, like, "Am I having a C-section or vaginal delivery?" And she just kind of paused, and I was like, "Just tell me if it's like a healthy, smooth delivery." And she just wouldn't say anything, and so then I thought, why is she not saying anything? Does something go wrong? Is this what? And so that's, I would love to follow up with her and see if like she could see all of this stuff happening. But I mean, honestly, for him being a NICU baby, that whole process was a better experience than I thought it was going to be. And also, too, because they really ruled it out as him just swallowing some amniotic fluid on the way out instead of actual like
You fighting.
respiratory problems. So that was good. He was able to wean off of the oxygen and the CPAP pretty quickly, and they just kept, like, titrating it down all throughout that first day, and then I think it was only, like, a day and a half or 2 days that he was in the NICU, and then he got to come to our room, but I was very pleased that you can just visit the NICU at any time of the day, like,
Yeah.
day
Or
or
night.
night, because I thought, "Oh, is it only visiting hours?" But we were nervous about him not latching properly or, like, doing the whole breastfeeding thing because that was something we really wanted to do,
Hmm.
but he's a trooper. He latched the first time that we tried, and we were able to do the whole, like, I would pump anything extra, and then, like, they supplemented with formula in the NICU, of course, but, no, it's been really good. Once my milk came in, he's been full on boob.
Will he lay on his belly? Or
Yeah,
not really?
sometimes he kinda will fuss a little bit sometimes, but let's see
He's
if he
like, I
likes it.
want to try a different position with you.
Oh, I found a TikTok of a new
Yeah.
way to burp them,
Ooh.
and because I guess with preemies, you're not supposed to, like, pat their back to
Hmm.
burp them, and so this dad showed it with triplets, and he was like, "I got 3 for 3, so you know it works good then." But anyway, you, like, kinda hold them where you support their butt and then, like,
Oh,
under the shoulder and the chin, and you go up, down, around town, and then you put them on your chest and, like, kind of rub the back, and then they burp, and it's worked.
what are you doing? You stretch it?
Seldomly for us. But he just also isn't that burpy.
I had to do that with Brooklyn. I had to do the head hold and
Yeah.
because she was a very gassy baby.
How how big was Brooklyn when she was born?
7'10".
Oh, she was. I
Mm-hmm.
always felt like she was tiny.
Well,
Like she
she
was
was
little.
7'10", and then she kept losing weight
Oh,
immediately,
yeah.
and she was like just about under 7 pounds. And then they were like, "Oh, she's in the third percentile." Like they made us see a nutritionist, but we found out she had a dairy allergy, and she was like diarrhea 15 times a day
Oh.
by like I think it was day 8 or 9, we had to go to Children's Hospital in the middle of the night and go get her IV fluids because she was so dehydrated and there were blood in her stools,
Oh,
and that's how
no.
we found out she had the dairy allergy. So yeah, that was rough. But oh my gosh, he is just so cute.
He's
And
so
I just keep
sweet.
reminding myself, like, don't kiss him, don't kiss him, don't kiss him. I thought about it on the way here. I was like, oh, maybe I should stop and buy a sucker somewhere so I have something in my mouth so that I cannot kiss him because a stick will poke.
That is really funny.
Just like, you're adorable, and my boobies are so comfy.
Yeah. The good pillows.
Great pillow.
It's
Mm-mm.
just so sweet. I feel like he gives me baby fever, and luckily, that's why I got the tubes out because I was like,
We don't want to do this again. We're all
yeah,
too old and tired.
I know. Been through too much, too many abdominal surgeries to go through it again.
Well, and they actually told Kayla, like,
Yeah.
we'd highly suggest not getting pregnant again.
Yeah. And I think a big question too, a lot of people are like, "Why did you do the C-section?" And I think I talked about it on here before, but when I had my Barbie butt surgery.
Well, tell them all the surgeries you've had on
Oh,
your
yeah.
abdomen and everything.
So the first one I ever had was my appendix out, and that was crazy. So I had something called an
Oh,
ap
I totally forgot about
I know, right?
your
I
big
forget about it
appendix.
until I see my scar. I have a 3-inch scar on my belly that's, like, kind of underneath my ileostomy bag, but I had what was called an appendiceal mucocele, which is like, if you dissect the word, it's a mucus-filled appendix. But that
Cute.
thing. Yeah. But that thing was this big. So your appendix is, like, the size of your pinky, and mine was so inflamed and full of mucus that it spanned across my lower belly and looked like a man's part on on the scan. And so my doctor, like the surgeon at that time, was like, "Isn't this painful?" And I said, "Well, yeah, but I just thought it was my ulcerative colitis pain acting up, you know?" And so I had to get that removed. Then I had ileostomy surgery, then I had Barbie butt surgery, and now a C-section. Is that all of them? I think so. I don't even remember anymore, but so when I had my Barbie butt surgery, the scar from where they sewed up the rectum and then from me tearing on my first vaginal delivery, those scars
12 stitches.
overlapped. Yeah, I had 12 stitches from the vaginal.
She don't need any more stitches. She don't need any more surgeries.
Nope. And my maternal fetal medicine doctor, she was like, "I'm just telling you, I have women in here who've had fourth degree tears, which is tearing all the way through the butthole." And she said, "What I had is worse. So, like, you know, if that were to tear, it would all open back up again."
And then you reheal,
Yeah.
which healing already took 12 weeks.
Yep. So it would not be great. And I've always said, like, thank God I don't have to do that Barbie butt surgery again.
Yeah. Well, and then when Kayla was still kind of deciding, like, I just don't know, should I do a C-section? Should I do a whatever? Like before she had talked to her doctor about what was best,
Yeah.
I was like, Kayla, you do not want what I just had fixed.
Yeah.
Like
With a newborn.
with a newborn,
Mhm.
plus you already have the scar tissue that's easily more rippable.
Yep.
Like you will have to get mesh, you will have to get all the things. Like,
Ugh.
don't do it.
Yeah.
I was like, if they are willing to chop him out, chop him out.
Yep. So that's what they did.
Oh, thank God I had a hysterectomy. I just like, oh, my baby.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Other than my kids not sleeping through the night, which is why I do not want another baby.
Yeah. Right? I know. I'm like, are we just loony to want to put ourselves through that again?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But now we have 4 kids,
Yes.
so we've got plans.
And we'd have to get new cars if we had another one. So it's just a whole thing.
We'd have to get a Sprinter van.
Yeah. I had a dream last night. Wacky dreams. I know everyone loves to hear dreams, but I don't know if this even exists. I had to get a 4-row vehicle. I don't think they make those except for like.
Duck tours. Like a lake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
How's Maddie adjusting with him?
Oh my gosh, surprisingly well. So
Good.
we decided because we didn't want her to have a meltdown in the hospital or anything. She's like attached to my hip. So
We were all a bit worried about how
yeah.
it was going to go.
So instead of having her come to the hospital and meet him, we were like, let's just bring him home to her and hopefully that'll go well. And so Keith carried Gavin in and she was so excited. She like ran up at, getting off the couch. She ran up to the car seat and he was like, whoa, whoa. Cause he thought she was going to just like,
Jump in.
pummel, pummel is that the word pummel? Tackle the car seat. And, it really hurt her feelings that she was just like, no, like, so she's just been extra sensitive to where she gets her feelings hurt or she's like embarrassed or cries
Yeah.
pretty easily. But she loves him and loved him off the bat, which I was really surprised.
Mhm.
So she likes to hold him and she says, that's baby Gavin, which that's what we've been calling him since he was in my
Baby
belly.
Gavin.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, she understands that like he was in my belly and now he's out. And I just feel so bad because I can't pick her up obviously. And we just tell her it's due to the owie on my belly. And so several times a day she'll just look at me and be like, "You can't pick me up right now." I'm like, "No, I can't. I'm sorry."
When I got here, I was like, come here, give me a big hug. And she just latched on with her head on
Yeah.
my shoulder. I was like, okay, we'll snuggle. And she stayed snuggling on me for like 20 minutes.
Yep. It was
I was
nice.
like, I'll take it off.
What the personal touch.
It was funny. A week or two ago, I was sitting on the couch. I was really bloated one night and I kind of had my shirt up. And Lemmy looks at me and she goes, Mom, your belly's big. I said, yep, yep, it is right now. And she's like, yeah, it's really big. I said, yeah, bellies come in all shapes and sizes, Lem. Like, I'm trying not to say, like, yeah, it's fat, anything like that. And I was like, yep, they come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? And she's like, looks at me all scared. And she goes, you don't have a baby in there, right? And I said, no, no baby in there. Only Auntie Kayla has a baby in there. I said, yep, only Auntie Kayla. She's like, oh, good.
I can't handle another sibling.
You little turd. I'm like, no, I'm just bloated. That's funny.
The kids say the darndest
They
things.
sure do. I was like, well, she basically just called me fat and thinks I was as big as you were about to give birth.
I feel like, I mean, I definitely wasn't as big
Now you
as
stayed so
last time.
small.
I started off like 10 pounds lighter than I was when I got pregnant with Maddie, but also because he was so small and I was so sick for pretty much the entire pregnancy besides like a 10-week break.
Yeah.
I did gain the appropriate amount of weight by the end, which is good, but I just stayed smaller. And then I didn't go the full term, so that also helped.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been bizarre. I was in Walmart the like 4 days before the C-section, and another lady who was pregnant came into the aisle and I was like, "Oh, when are you due?" And she was like, "August," and she just looked like she was already struggling. And she was like, Are you pregnant?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm giving birth in like 4 days." But it's funny that she was just so cautiously asking me if I was. But I guess when she saw me, I was like bent over looking at the books, and so you probably couldn't really see.
And she's like, oh God, do I ask? Do I not?
Right?
Oh, this could go terrible.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, how funny." But yep. Yeah, kind of crazy. So, and I think too, with my whole ileostomy thing, that was something we were kind of nervous about as far as like where the C-section scar was going to go and if it would inhibit me to like change my bag at all. But she was able to go low enough that it didn't really
It doesn't
affect it.
bother you.
Mm-mm.
It's good.
So far, we'll see. It sounded like an office stapler or like a, what do you call those? Staple
A
gun.
staple gun.
Yeah.
I think that's what they use.
I think that's
It's
what
like a
they
medical
use.
grade staple gun.
Uh-huh. But apparently they dissolve, so I won't have to like get them removed or anything. Cause that's what I asked. I was like, I remember getting my stitches removed after, well, and you got your stitches removed
Mm-hmm.
too. No, thank you. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever want stitches removed in my entire life ever again. So these ones are going to dissolve, which I'm thrilled.
That's good.
Yeah. But yep, that was my journey with all of that, and I'm just happy to be on the other side now and not so pregnant.
We're on the up and up.
Yep. And now we just get to focus on being a mom. But I also, I felt like now that I've got 2 kids, I feel fulfilled.
Yeah. It feels complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as much as I sometimes say like, "Oh, to have a third would be nice," it's just because I love being a mom and I love the thought of like having a big family down the road whenever our kids get married and then have kids of their own. I'm just like, I just want Christmas and Thanksgiving and all the holidays to be filled with
Chaos.
kids. Yes.
In the best way.
Kids and love and all of the stuff.
Like,
And I'm just like, oh,
that's why I wanted 3 because, like, my mom's side, there's 5 brothers and sisters between her and her family, so everybody had 2 kids each. So it was a big old crowd of us at every single holiday.
I just love it.
Yeah, me too.
Because my family's really small. Like my immediate family, well, I guess each
Mine
had 2
too.
kids,
I mean, I have a
but
lot of step siblings.
yeah. I just have always wanted, like, I feel like my great grandma was kind of the matriarch of our family. And so it was like her Christmas party is when we'd have all of the cousins and everybody come around and then all their kids. And it just feels like full of love and excitement.
Yeah.
Even if you just get to see them, a couple times a year, but
Yeah.
just love it. Big family.
He's so out.
I know. He sleeps so much, which I think he's still in the
Right.
sleepy newborn phase. They called it something in the NICU. They said there's a wimpy white boy syndrome. Or I don't know if it's syndrome, but it's like the wimpy white boy effect. And so they're just like slower to wake up after being born and just kind of like a step behind.
If it looks like I'm looking somewhere weird, I can see Kayla in her mirror. So,
Oh,
like, while she talks, I keep looking at her talking, but I'm like, on the screen, it might look like I'm like So if it does, I'm just looking at Kayla.
I felt like I got a new
She
house.
looks so beautiful.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
Thank you.
you got that new mama glow.
Yes, I
You
feel
don't
like
got
I
the
do.
you don't look like me after all my children. There was no glow. It was like straight postpartum depression and anxiety, baby blues, crying my eyes out, tired all the time, stressed. Like,
Yeah, I don't have that at all this
no,
time.
you look great.
I have night sweats.
Oh yeah, those are bad. Do your armpits smell like onions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I put deodorant on like 5 times a day
Oh
and
yeah.
nothing
No,
helps.
it's like 4 weeks of just
Yeah, I'm just like, is this a like, what is this? But
it's your hormones. Fun
gross.
stuff.
Terrible.
Mm.
I feel like I got a new husband because Keith shaved his face. And I
For the
just
first
like,
time in
I've
the
never,
relationship.
yeah, I've never seen him without a beard. And I kind of felt like stranger danger the first day that he did it. I was like, I don't know who you are.
This is very odd.
Yeah. We go to his parents' house yesterday and his mom and dad are like, "Oh, I just love
Your
your
clean
clean
face.
shaven face." And I'm just like, "I don't know who this is."
And it's not even clean shaven. Like he's
No,
got
it's
stubble.
yeah, it's gonna grow back
No, I think it
quickly,
looks
which
good.
is nice. I'm ready for the one that I met. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know this one. And it's probably did you feel that way when Rusty shaved his head?
Slightly, but I'd been egging it on.
Okay.
So like,
And so maybe it wasn't as drastic
no.
because
I
you
mean,
were
it
expecting it.
was still drastic, but yeah, I expected it, and I was like, no, you
Yeah.
look so good because you can do the bald head filter on
Oh
Snapchat.
yeah.
So I would do it, and I'd be like, look how good you look.
Well,
Look.
and he's got a good head shape, which
Yeah,
is nice.
yeah, no.
That's a risk
He
for those
definitely needed to
bald-headed
do it
men.
for a long time because he was getting so thin on top, and now when he looks back at pictures or, like, memories pop up, he'll send me a text with a screenshot, and he's like, "God, my hair was terrible." I'm like, "I tried telling you since we started dating that, like, it looked great if you shaved your head." I was trying to say it nicely.
Don't keep the little wisps.
Oh, so it looks great now.
Yep, it does.
You guys,
Oh,
what? What are you gonna say?
probably just what you're gonna say. I'm just reacting to what I think you're gonna say. Just wait till you hear
What?
that you're gonna be moving.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't what I was
Oh,
gonna say.
really? Okay.
That's what I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to be moving now too, because our lease company decided they wanna up our rent again to an astronomical amount.
That's crazy.
They just want us out at this point, I think.
You
I
really?
think whoever owns it must wanna sell it or something, and because normally, they'd offer, like, a concession to stay. Like, if I'd be like, "Hey, can you give us any money off for this
Yeah.
next year? This lease is a little high." They'd be like, "Okay, we'll give you 1,500. You can either use it on your first month or throughout the whole year. We'll take a chunk
Mm.
off of each one." And they said, "We can give you 200 off your first month." I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"No." Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
So we can move a mile away and save $400 to $600
A month.
a month.
That's huge.
So we're gonna be moving come August,
Moving sucks, but honestly, once you do it, then it's really nice.
and I'm picking a place with a big tub. I'm getting my
Yeah.
big tub.
Yeah, because you really have missed out on that.
Oh, I know. And now I've been here 3 times and haven't even gone in your tub
No,
once.
there it is.
But I'm gonna get my own. So Rusty's on board. We're all on board. It's gonna happen. It's all gonna work out. So when we come back for season 2, which is crazy, when we come back for season 2, we'll have another new location to film.
Are you gonna hire a moving company this time?
No.
What?
No, they screwed it up so bad for us
I mean,
last
they
time.
did, but
And we're not gonna spend 3 grand on a moving company. They're so expensive.
oh, wow.
And that that was cheap. And we had money come from his work to,
Oh,
like,
yeah, to
help
do
us
that?
move. Yeah. So I think it was like 5 grand, but we got
Oh my gosh.
maybe we got 3 grand taken care of. I don't remember, but it's ridiculous around here to hire a moving company. So now we'll probably just rent a U-Haul and do our best.
I had to laugh because yesterday we were driving past someone who had the college hunks moving
Mhm.
company.
Were they hunks in the front seat or no? No.
They were like middle-aged beer belly men. Definitely not college hunks doing the
I'd be
moving.
like, "I want my money back.
I
This
know.
is false
I
advertising."
said maybe they got a discount for the
And then would you
the
like
non-college.
the dad bod package or the frat daddy package? Dad bod or frat daddy?
And Keith's like, well, it's not supposed to be like a
Like a Hooters? Yes, it is.
yeah, that's what I said. I
I
was like,
think that's how it started.
if you're gonna name your company College Hunks Moving, people who want the college hunks moving their stuff want a little something to
Look
watch.
at Makes sense.
You pay to play.
That's false advertising.
Yep.
How dare they?
I know.
Yeah, so there's going to be, so we're going to take, this will be our last episode of this season of our whole first year. And then
We made it.
we did it. We learned a lot along the way about how to do a podcast. But this will be the end of our first season. Then we're going to take off June and July and most of August. And we'll probably come back like mid to end of August. That's what I feel. Somewhere in there.
Yep.
Worst case, it gets pushed. Well, okay, maybe end of August because we move mid-August.
Yeah.
So probably end of August to beginning of September. Let's say that. But we're taking the summer off.
It's like a school year.
Nobody pays us. So
yeah,
we get to.
Exactly.
And you all better follow back up and keep watching when we do come back. And tell your friends about us. Give us likes, love, follows.
You can rewatch some of the old episodes, yeah.
Go watch the first one and you'll be like, holy crap, they've come so far.
Yeah. I think I should watch it too, just for kicks.
Yeah. We could do a rewatch.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have a glass of wine with you.
I know.
Once
I'm off my pain meds.
I know. That's why I asked if you were on them because I thought about it today. I was like,
yeah.
I should bring a mini bottle of wine that we could have a little glass to like celebrate. But then I was like, I think she's still on pain meds.
I know. I literally have champagne in the fridge right now too, still chilling. And I was like, honestly, I would have a sip and probably be just drunk.
Oh yeah.
Especially with pain meds. So I was like, not even worth opening that up, to be honest.
Yeah.
I still have not craved, not crave, that's like a terrible word to use, but I haven't had any sort of like, ooh, I can't wait to drink whatever, except for a mojito. Like a mojito just sounds so crisp and refreshing, but I could also do a no-hito, no rum, just delicious wine.
No-hito.
Little sparkling water. He's just so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
He's in preemie size clothing, and so we had to go and get him a bunch of outfits because
his diapers are the size of a doll diaper.
I know, they're so little. He's just little. And I thought too, I was like, ooh, because I sent Keith and my grandma out to go and get more outfits once we've realized like he for sure is in the preemie size, because he was 5'13" when he was born, and then he lost weight down to like 5'4" and is slowly gaining it back, of course. But they went out and bought a bunch of outfits, and I was like, did we overdo it? Because then, we got outfits gifted to us too. And I was like, ooh, but this guy, he goes through like,
he's a pooper.
Yep, he's a pooper.
We were on the phone the other morning and I heard him. I was like, what is that? She goes, he just pooped his pants. I was like, sounds like a blowout. Yep. Holy moly.
So we go through about 3 outfits a day usually, and we're getting our use out of them for sure.
Can't believe how good he sleeps.
Yes. He's just a good baby.
That's not a
He definitely sleeps better in our arms, of course.
Of course.
But so far, knock on wood, he is sleeping in the bassinet, which Maddie hated from the get-go.
Yeah.
She was like, not having it, would only sleep in your arms, and that was it. And luckily he will sleep in the bassinet, but only if you put him in there while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
But,
do you want me to set him in there so you get a break from him? Do you want to keep holding him?
Nah, I don't mind holding him. I was like, he was in me, so he's just your widows.
I told her, we're going to just baby talk to him for 2 years. I know you're not supposed to, but when he's just this widow, you just go talk like that. Teeny hairs on his ears. Like, his ears the size of the tip of my thumb.
I know. He's a doll. He's just a little baby doll.
I want to show you to the world like you're Simba. Oh, he said, why are you waking me?
Little grunts.
Na Savanya Sabavi Sababa. I
heard that what they actually say on that is something really funny.
I told you that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So it's like a lion. Oh my god.
Yeah.
A lion. A lion. It's a lion. Oh, and then he got sued by I think Hans Zimmer is the what do you call it? Not choral director, the composer.
Yes.
He got sued by the composer by somebody because they said that like you're spreading falsifications about our song or something that they're like, that's not all it means. And so he came out with shirts that said, it's a lion. Oh my God, a lion. And then he sold them for his legal fees.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
I
hilarious.
was like, well, that's smart.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. See how
He's
long.
just so cute.
Oh, yeah, 35. We're
Perfect.
You guys, thanks for joining us for our whole first year.
Yeah, I can't believe we did it.
We did it. We did the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What was your favorite episode or style of episode? Do you like when we have guests? Or like what kind of topics do you like?
Oh,
Give us our feedback.
I thought you were asking me.
Oh, well, I can guess.
It's like,
Please.
oh. I really like the ones where we're just like funny and giggly, like the embarrassing stories ones.
Love the embarrassing stories. Those are probably my favorite.
Yeah, we definitely got to do those a lot more.
Mhm.
And then I do like having guests.
Me too.
As you guys saw, though, sometimes it's hard for us to be like, okay, let you speak. Now let me speak. Now,
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll go through another year figuring that out.
It was kind of fun, just the variety of guests that we had too. I think
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
We did it.
I just stabbed my toes in the
Ew, that's disgusting. She does that when you sleep in bed with her too. And I'll be like, Kayla, stop cracking your toes. Oh, I didn't even know I was doing it. I heard it.
Maddie does that too, like with the doesn't crack them, but she wiggles them, and I'm like, oh, she's me.
Yikes. Okay.
All right. Well, from our chaos to yours.
Remember, you're doing better than you think you are, and you're probably funnier too. Bye-bye.
Bye.